Okay guys, so we're going to start with some jumping basics. So all of these basics are going to apply to all of the jumps that we do, and they're really key for having success in your jumps. So the word sauté means to jump, and probably one of the first jumps that you'll learn is a sauté in first position. So that's where you stand in first position, and you're just going to take a demi-plie, jump up, and land. Okay, so one of the first things that we want to talk about is your alignment, because this is the place that I see people get tripped up the most. If you need any more information on alignment than what I give in this video, you can check out the video I did on alignment in my Ballet Beginner series, and I will link that below. So let's take a look at your first position from the side. So when we're talking about alignment, we're trying to make a straight line, right, from our ear, over our shoulder, our hip, our knee, our ankle, and down to our toe. So the two biggest things that I see in sautés is either when we plie, people stick their bottom out, which is going to send you way off, or sometimes there's a combination of both of these. When you jump, you throw the body back, and that's in an effort to try and go higher. People will throw their upper body back. So you want to really keep that line as you're jumping. So imagine that you could draw a straight line through your body, and you want to keep that line as you're jumping. So plie, sauté, and land. And everything stays together. So you're keeping your ribs together, your belly button's going back towards your spine. You're going to do a nice held plie, and sauté straight up and down. So you're trying to maintain that alignment through your jumps. And usually what you'll see is when you do sauté, you don't just do one. You do multiple sautés. You're warming up your feet. And as you do more sautés and get more tired, you'll see the alignment fall out. So just try to pay really close attention that you're keeping that bottom in and your back from flinging to the back. Now, along the same lines of alignment, you have to think about the alignment of your feet. So, in first position, we want to make sure that we're feeling that tripod that I've talked about before. So that's your big toe, your pinky toe, and your heel. What we see sometimes is that people will roll in, especially as they're landing from a jump. They'll let their ankles and their arches fall forward. And that's really bad for your tendons back here. So you want to imagine that you have like little suspenders on your arches that are keeping them pulled up. And as you come down to the jump, you're rolling through your foot, right? So you're going toe, ball, heel. So as you come down from the jump, you're landing toe, ball, heel, and you're controlling that down so it doesn't just slump forward. Another thing that's really key to a good jump is plie, right? We can't go up if we don't go down first. So if I try to just jump from straight legs, I can't get very high. But the depth of your plie is going to be directly correlated to how high you can jump. So you have to give yourself a good plie to get off the ground. Also, whenever you're doing your jumps, you have to articulate through the foot on the way up. So we talked about on the way down, you're going toe, ball, heel. On the way up, you're springing off right here in this demi point where your toes connect to the bottom of your foot. Has to push the floor away. And that's going to be a big part of your power, is this push with your feet. So you can't just jump up and try to point your feet after the fact. You have to push the floor away, right? So as you're jumping, you're thinking toes go straight down towards the floor. Another thing that you have to think about, which you have to think about through all ballet, so it's not a surprise, but that's your turnout. So when you're jumping, you're thinking of rotating your legs, but especially as you're landing, you're thinking about rotating your legs. And this is important in all the positions, but it starts to become even more important as we come to fifth position, so that you're not landing on your toes. So make sure that you're always thinking about that rotation of showing your heels to the audience. One more thing I want to talk about, and this is really important, and we see a lot of people doing this, is where as you're doing your jumps, your heels aren't always fully reconnecting with the floor. So we're landing like this with the heels up, and that is a big no-no. Because every time you come in plie out of a jump, you're getting that stretch back here. And if you never let your heels fully come down, then they're never going to fully stretch, and they're just going to get tighter and tighter and tighter. And that's horrible for your Achilles tendon, as well as other things. So make sure that out of every jump, you land all the way back down with your heels and don't let them come up here. So let's try 4 sautés in first.